Hello and welcome back to another episode of Football. I'm your host, as always, Gerardo, and we're going to talk about the UEFA Champions League format. We're going to talk about this new league phase that is finally out. So we will be seeing which teams are going to be facing against who. And yeah, let's get right into it. Make sure you guys subscribe, follow, like, and check out all the links down below. Support your small creators because together we're going to make it big. But yeah, without further ado, let's talk about this new UEFA Champions League format. So I know it's very complicated, and I'm a big believer on if it's not broken, you don't need to fix it. So I don't understand why the sudden change in this UEFA Champions League format. And they put out this video, kind of like a scripted video, saying that this is like a Super League, and it is very similar to the Super League. I think it just has a different name, but we'll see how it develops going into the tournament. I'm not the biggest fan, but I'm totally not against it either. I can see both sides. As a neutral, as just a fan, you're excited because you get to see some of the best teams play against each other, and it's something different, something that we've never seen before in football. And then in as a more of thinking about players and thinking about the person in general, I mean, you can definitely understand that this is probably a higher risk type of tournament where you can get injured, where it will probably lead to more injuries as well. So you can see both sides as to why this can be good and why it could be bad. But going into the tournament itself, it is complicated. It's a Swiss format. It's a new style. It is a league style, which will be starting with a pot of four. So each team will be facing eight different teams. So compared to previous editions where each team plays home and away against three different teams, this time you're gonna be playing eight different teams, four times at home, four times away. And how do they determine which teams get to play home or away? Which was what I was wondering, and I'm sure some of you guys at home are probably asking, how does someone determine that? And the simple answer to that question is software. I don't know, I'm not sure if it's specific AI or they have something set in place with somebody, but I know that they have a software that determines which teams get to play home and which teams get to play away. Um, and then yeah, once you do play all these games home and away, the top two automatically qualify into the next round, the round of 16. The next four, they go to a like knockout playoff type of head-to-head game that determines who goes into the playoffs and plays the round of 16. And then the bottom two are automatically knocked out of all Champions League and out of all European competitions. So compared to previous editions where we see some of the better third place teams go to the Europa League, that's not going to be the case anymore. So if you are out, you are out. You do not perform. And I mean, I don't know how I feel about that either, because I mean, I like some of these teams going to Europa League, but I mean, the fact that now you get no European competitions whatsoever, I guess it's really focusing in on the fact that you have to win your games and it's based on sporting merit 100%. So that's kind of a quick breakdown from what I understand of this new league phase, this new league format. The tournament overall went from 32 teams to 36 teams, so we're going to see a few more teams involved in the tournament. There will be some there will be some familiar rematches from 2018, 2020, 2022, 2023, and 2024. The UCL finals from each of these stages are going to be played just in this group phase, if you want to call it that, alone. So we're going to see a lot of good rematches. So I'm excited. I'm really looking forward to some of these big matches. Um, and when is this going to happen? So from what I understand, this is going to start like the first match day will be towards the middle of September, almost the end of September, and everything will pretty much be wraps by January. So we will figure out who is in the round of 16 by January. And I mean, simple enough. Normally it's by September time, that's when the group stage is going down, and then by December you figure out who's going to be in your bracket for the round of 16. But this is going to be a little different. So just kind of pushing the tournament about like 3 weeks to a month in advance. But overall, I mean, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think, because like I said, I don't really know how to feel about it. Like I said, I'm a big believer in if it's not broken, don't fix it. But I mean, if they feel like it's gonna provide more entertainment, I can see how it will, but I can also see the negative side as from a player perspective, where you can possibly be injuring players a lot more, especially since we've been seeing a lot of ACL injuries, a lot of players that are out for months on months. And obviously you don't want to see the best players, out on injury. You don't want to see young kids out on injury. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think down below. And of course, I have to let you guys know which is my favorite. And of course, I gotta let you guys know which ones are my favorite, the games that I'm most looking forward to. Of course, I'm gonna look at Real Madrid versus Dortmund, the recent UEFA Champions League final. I mean, we have to look at that game, Real Madrid versus Liverpool. I mean, all the games that Madrid are gonna be facing are gonna be intense against Milan, against Atalanta. All, I mean, incredible matches. City versus Inter, another repeat of a final. City versus Paris Saint-Germain. City versus Juventus. Come on, like these are big games. And then City versus Feyenoord, and I have to sneak in Feyenoord there because Santi Jimenez is going to be playing against City, and yeah, of course I'm gonna watch that. Bayern Munich versus Paris Saint Germain, Bayern Munich versus Barcelona, Bayern Munich versus Feyenoord, sneaking in Santi Jimenez again. Paris Saint Germain versus City, which I already mentioned earlier. Paris Saint Germain versus Atleti versus Arsenal versus Girona. Oh, those are going to be interesting matchups right there. Liverpool, Madrid. I mean, we already seen that before. Liverpool versus Leverkusen. Now, that's a game I'm going to be looking forward to. I mean, imagine Xabi Alonso's team in Bayer Leverkusen facing his old team, the team that he loved in Liverpool, a team that where he won the Champions League, and a team that was that were heavily looking out for him as a new manager until they got Arne Slot. So it's going to be an incredible matchup right there. Inter Milan will be facing off against Leverkusen. They will be facing off against Arsenal as well. Dortmund, as we know, playing Barcelona, Real Madrid. But other than that, Dortmund, Bologna, that could be an interesting matchup. Leipzig will be facing off against Liverpool, Inter, Juventus, Atletico. Oh, poor Leipzig. They don't have it easy. Against Aston Villa as well. Okay, that's going to be very difficult for them. And then Barcelona against Atalanta. That would be interesting. Barcelona versus Benfica. I mean, we've seen that in the past. Barcelona, Monaco. Monaco, we already know they smacked them at the Gamper Trophy. So I mean, a lot of interesting matches, and there's more. And I mean, you guys can very well go and check out the new league phase pots on the website or anywhere on Google, to be honest. And let me know what you guys think. Which ones are your favorites? Which ones are you most looking forward to? But yeah, these are my favorite matchups. These are the ones that I'm looking forward to. I'm for sure going to be watching. But anyways, thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you guys follow, subscribe, and like this video. If you want to see more, please support the channel. And yeah, well, I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.